In a world where humans and creatures coexist, there lived a young boy named Caleb. Caleb had always been fascinated by the majestic giraffes that roamed the land near his home. One day, while exploring the forest, Caleb came across a baby giraffe who had lost his way. The giraffe was scared and alone, but Caleb knew he had to help him. Caleb named the giraffe Brian and took him back to his home. At first, Caleb's family was unsure about having a giraffe in the house, but they soon grew to love Brian as much as Caleb did. Brian quickly became a part of the family, playing with Caleb's siblings and bringing joy to everyone he met. As the days passed, Caleb noticed that Brian was not like other giraffes. He was smaller and weaker, and he struggled to keep up with the rest of the family. Caleb's siblings, who had grown attached to Brian, were worried about him and wanted to help. But Caleb was determined to take care of Brian on his own. One day, a terrible storm swept through the land, destroying everything in its path. Caleb's family was forced to evacuate their home, but Caleb refused to leave Brian behind. He knew that Brian would not survive on his own in the wild, so he made a plan to save him. Caleb and his siblings worked together to build a shelter for Brian, using whatever materials they could find. They huddled together in the storm, keeping Brian safe and warm until the danger had passed. Through their teamwork and determination, they were able to overcome the challenges they faced. After the storm had passed, Caleb's family returned to their home and found that it had been destroyed. But they were grateful to be safe and together, and they knew that they could rebuild their home with the help of each other. Brian had brought them closer as a family, and they were stronger because of it. Caleb realized that he could not have saved Brian without the help of his siblings. They had learned to communicate and work together in order to overcome the challenges they faced. Brian had taught them the importance of love and teamwork, and they were forever grateful to him for that. In the end, Brian grew stronger and healthier, thanks to the care and love of Caleb and his family. He became a symbol of their bond and their resilience in the face of adversity. Caleb knew that he and Brian would always be connected, no matter where their adventures took them. The Giraffe's Tale was a story of love, family, and the power of working together to overcome challenges. Caleb and his siblings had learned valuable lessons from their time with Brian, and they knew that they could face anything as long as they had each other.